All right. Hello. Um, this is just going to be a video about Arena of Solaire and its issues. Wow, this really doesn't make me look very good. In my defense, I was playing just kind of other classes, not Nova or Kona or anything today. Yeah. See, I still have a positive win rate, just barely. Anyway, um, been having a lot of fun with the arena when I can play it. I've talked about this before, but I can only play on weekends for because of work. But yeah, I do like it. Could be better though, you know. So first things first is the maps arena, the arena map in particular. I don't know what it's called, but it's the one out in the middle of the bloody ocean, I believe. You can see it somewhere. Yeah, right there. This one. Um, when the map was on labs, I had some feedback from, and a lot of people. The general consensus was, hey, one, these buffs are too strong and they last too long. Two, the sphere in the map sucks. Now, in classic Prolobus fashion, they were like, huh, all right, we'll do something about one of those things. And then we're going to make it worse. So they reduced the amount of time that the buffs last. So rather than being like super long and super strong, they're just super strong for 20 seconds, right? As opposed to like the minute that they used to be. Um, that's good. Nice. They're still very strong. Um, but they took the sphere that nobody liked and they added two more. They changed how they functioned, but they're still incredibly annoying. I don't know why. They're less annoying, uh, for sure. They don't CC you anymore. That's nice. But they're still incredibly annoying. Why they added more, I don't know. Why I have no idea. Um, they should just remove the spheres. They don't add anything good to the gameplay. They're just tedious to deal with and very annoying. If you see someone in a sphere happens to just hover over it and do its damage dealing thing and chunk them for half their health, you're like, okay, well, I look at all that skill I just displayed. Um, I I'm sorry, I'm distracted by how many fucking lawns showed up as soon as I started playing lawn. Anyway, we'll close that. I'm just hitting dummies on my Dracania so that I'll have enough SP by the time the Awakening comes out. Anyway, yeah, that map, remove the spheres, tune the buffs down a little bit. I still think they're a little on the strong side. Except the healing one. I think the healing buff is fine. The wind buff needs hella tuning down. Yeah. So that's for the first map. The second map is the one in the like jungle with the wind buff. I'm not sure it's really a jungle, but whatever. It's the one in the like the desert jungle. What do you call this? It's way the McFrick over here. In here, the one in this area with the wind buff that gives you 300 AP. Personally, I don't mind the map itself too much. I think it's fine, but again, everyone said this a million times. I'll say it again anyway. The wind buff is too strong. Way too strong. 300 AP is ridiculous. Um, I like the wind buff itself, the idea behind it, right? It brings, it's an objective that people fight for, but it should give you an advantage, not like a near instant win condition, right? So yeah, that's all I have to say about that map. My favorite map is the one where there aren't any buffs personally. It's just kind of mostly open. But that map does have its own issues where you can like go climb up on the cliffs. Like it's so annoying. You'll see teams, especially with wizards or witches, if they get a kill, they will run up the stairs, start climbing up the cliff, and just rain hell down upon anyone who tries to chase them. Block off the stairs, block off the cliffs. There's that's unfun gameplay. I'm sorry, it's not fun. And if you're a wizard or a caster or whatever that does that, I hate you very much. Um, yeah, so that's the maps in general. Balance. I mean, I've already talked about how bad Kuno is, but it's not just Kuno. It's more along the lines of how strong the best classes are. Dracania, Warrior. Oh wow, Raiden's up here now. Nice. Valkyrie, Ninja, Suck Ninja in particular only. Um, Mooses. Huh. I wonder if Elite is playing Awakening. This is, I would assume this is after today. Wait, it's still going on, I think, because it's the weekend. You should have another 30 minutes left. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. You know, casters, um, I don't really think they need a nerf, but they're very, very good because of the utility they bring. Maybe nerf the slows, but I've been saying that for years and they'll never do that. Dracania, bring down the damage. Musa, bring down the damage. Ninja, bring down the damage-ish. I mean, a lot of... I know Armin pretty well, sort of well. We're not like mega homies or anything, but, you know, I know him. A lot of people have been asking me if he's win trading. Um, I can't blame people for asking that, but I do think it's ridiculous. But this does look, you know, I can't blame people. That's just how strong Ninja is on one hand, and on the other, how good of a player Armin is. But yes, Ninja's very, very good. Suck Ninja. You know, and a lot of classes that aren't, you know, meta classes, you very rarely see them up here. Like, I think Flannels might be the only ranger, if he's even up here. Mamo is the only tamer up here, and tamers are like almost as down bad as Kuno. Yeah, I'll say it. Kuno's down bad more than tamer at this point. I'll say it. Oh, hey, Hasty. He plays Suck. He's not Awakening, but he's still really good. So maybe what, two rangers then up here? If Flannels is even, is that him? There he is. Lots of Zerks, lots of Warriors, lots of Draconias, casters, ninjas. Um, yeah, it. There's like 6 classes up here, and then you know the occasional Mamo and Flannels. So, oh wow, a hash, cool. Yeah, balance. Now, this is a very tricky topic. Um, should they balance for AOS? Because if they do that, then it changes the entire game. How important is AOS to the devs? How important is it to the player base? Is Node Wars more important, or is AOS more important? You know? So I have no idea how they navigate balance for this. But it's very, very clear that there are a lot of classes that are just struggling compared to the classes that are really good. Um, yeah, like I said, I don't know what they do to fix it. Um, but yeah, it is something needs to be done if they intend to balance for AOS at all. And the last thing is, why in the fuck does this happen? There are 3 lawns on the same team. Why? Why? Why are there 4 lawns in one game? Like, what the fuck? It's annoying when you get 2 of the same class. 3? 1 class per team. 1 lawn on this team, fine. 1 lawn on the enemy team, fine. 2? No. That should never, ever, ever happen. It shouldn't. If we have to sit in queues for a little bit longer so that doesn't happen, fine. Make sure that why is that allowed in the first place? All right. Um I think the last thing I would say is that I still think damage is a little bit on the weaker side, but at the same time, it's like you run into that Musa and you're like, shit, maybe damage is fine. Um, and now that I've played other classes a little bit more, I've learned that I just play classes that don't hit very hard in the AOS. By that I mean Nova. Nova just does not hit very hard in AOS. I played Mewa and Lana Day. Both those classes just did more damage easily. Now, Nova obviously has a lot more options in terms of protected damage, so it can keep up, but Nova's like a death by 1,000 cuts, whereas, you grab someone on a lawn and you do 3 skills and they're half health. Okay, that's probably a little bit exaggerating. You tailspin, Vice, maybe Bridle. I guess, yeah, you probably could if they're like one of the squishier classes. Um, but yeah. So anyway, I think that's it. I think that's everything. Yeah. Fix the new maps. Well, I guess it's not really fix the maps in general. All of them need fixing in some areas. Uh, balance. I would very much prefer that they do balance this game to some extent around the arenas, at least in PvP. Like, you can always tune up damage. That's one of the easiest things you can do. They have the damage reduction PvP for a reason. Um, but some classes like Awaken Kuno just hit for they do like negative damage. A Kuno spins on you and your automatic health pots will heal more. So, balance in general, I I would suggest buffing the weaker classes a little bit and nerfing the strong classes a little bit and then see where things stand. It would be my opinion. And yeah, and then one class per team. Fix the matchmaking. Uh, like this was like two games ago. This guy has no business being here. He's 1,500 minimum, right here. You know. And yes, I do remember. I've heard that this will change depending on their rank currently. He was, in red when I first queued up with him. I was like, wait, what the fuck when I saw him? Because, 1,500 minimum fighting. I guess I can only assume like MMR exists, and a lot of the players' MMRs here are close to 1,500, and his is probably lower than where it should be because you can climb with a 50% win rate, probably even less, because you get more for every win than you do for a loss. So technically speaking, you can climb with a negative win rate. But yeah, but that shouldn't happen. I don't know. Maybe there's just a lot less players playing. As you can see, I'm 1253, but I'm rank 383. So there's only 382 players ahead of me, that's not a lot. That is not a lot at all. Um, it's honestly kind of sad how few people are playing this game. But at the same time, I can't blame them because, like, let's be honest, is PA going to actually do anything? Probably not for several months at best. But please prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. Anyway, that's everything. Yeah, I just wanted to do a video on that in hopes that they, you know, get more people talking about it, asking for, changes and stuff because if it seems to me that if the whole community isn't talking about it, then they just won't do anything about it. And even when we do, like Suck Wizard's a great example. Even when we do all complain about something, they can still just decide not to do anything about it. But yeah, at least I can say I've tried, So here we are. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, or whatever, all that stuff if you feel like it. You don't have to. I don't do this for a living or anything like that, so it's not necessary. But you will, get notified for my videos if you click the stupid... Why? Why do you have to click a stupid icon? I hate YouTube sometimes. Whatever. Peace out. Bye.